All right, third Sunday of Great Lent, Adoration of the Holy Cross. Hebrews 4:14 through 5:6, Mark 8:34 through 9:1. Hebrews 4. Seeing then that we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus the Son of God, let us hold fast our confession. For we do not have a high priest who cannot sympathize with our weaknesses, but was in all points tempted as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Forgive me. Hebrews 5:1. For every priest taken from among men is appointed for men in things pertaining to God, that he may offer both gifts and sacrifices for sins. He can have compassion on those who are ignorant and going astray, since he himself is also beset by weakness. Because of this, he is required as for the people, so also for himself, to offer for sins. And no man takes this honor to himself, but he who is called by God, just as Aaron was. So also Christ did not glorify himself to become high priest, but it was he who said to him, You are my son, today I have begotten you. As he also says in another place, You are a priest forever after, according to the order of Melchizedek. Seeing then that we have a great high priest, Jesus the Son of God. Commentary. What priest could be so righteous and holy as the Son of God, who had no need to purge his own sins by sacrifice, neither original sins nor additional sins committed during a man's life? And what more suitable offering for men could be taken from men than human flesh? What more fitting for this immolation than mortal flesh? And to cleanse the faults of mortals, what offering so clean as fresh, that came to life in a virgin womb, and from a virgin womb without any pollution or lust? And what could be offered as acceptably and received as readily as the flesh of our sacrifice, the flesh that made up the body of our priest? In every sacrifice there are four considerations: to whom it is offered, by whom it is offered, what is offered, and for whom it is offered. And so the one true mediator himself reconciled us to God, and in this he remained one with him, to whom he made the offering, and made one in himself those for whom he offered, and was himself one as the offerer and the offering. St. Augustine of Hippo on the Trinity. 419, Book 15, page 226. Let us come boldly to the throne of grace for help in time of need. He said for help in time of need. If you approach now, he means you will receive both grace and mercy, for you approach in due season. But if you approach then, in other words, at the day of judgment, no longer will you receive it. For then the approach is unseasonable. Until that time, he sits granting pardon. But when the end has come, he rises up to judgment. On this account it is said, I have heard you in an accepted time, and in a day of salvation I have succored you. 2 Corinthians 6:2. So it is seasonable for us also now to say, Let us draw near, asking boldly. Let us only bring faith, and he gives all things. St. John Chrysostom, Homily 7 on Hebrews 4:6, book number 58, page 400. So there you go. I would say to Tim, if you're sincere and you want to know God and you want to know the truth, now is the time. Mark 8:34. And when he had called the people to him with his disciples also, he said to them, Whoever desires to come after me, let him deny himself, and take up his cross and follow me. Whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake and the gospel's will save it. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul? Whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him the Son of Man will also be ashamed when he comes in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Mark 9:1. And he said to them, Assuredly I say to you that there are some standing here who will not taste death till they see the kingdom of God present with power. Whoever desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Commentary. And you see how he also makes his discourse unexceptionable, not saying at all whether you will or not you must suffer this, but how. If any man will come after me, I do not force, I do not compel, But each one I make Lord of his own choice. For to good things do I call you, not to things evil or burdensome, not to punishment and vengeance that I should have to compel. No, the nature of the thing alone is sufficient to attract you. For you ought not, O Peter, because you have confessed me Son of God, therefore only to expect crowns. Mark 8:29. And to suppose this enough for your salvation, and for the future to enjoy security as having done all. For although it be in my power as Son of God to hinder you from having any trial at all of those hardships, yet such is not my will for your sake, that you may yourself contribute something, and be more approved. St. John Chrysostom, homily, and I'm a little rusty on my Roman numerals, but I think that's 55, on Matthew 16:1, book number 54, page 339. Alright, so that was the third Sunday of Great Lent. Alright, so pray for me a sinner. God bless. Over and out.